What's up, guys? Look what came in the mail today. Oh yeah. Where do you think that's gonna go? Maybe here? Oh man. So, maybe last year or something, y'all seen that video of me with the Jungle Jack that I use for the mowers. It's an awesome product. I'm super happy with it. I've had it for many, many years. I use it every week. It's right over there under my shelf. And Jungle Gym seen that video and they're like, hey, that's awesome. This was like a year ago or something. They're like, if you ever want to try anything else, let us know. And I was like, okay. So it's been like a long time, a year ago or something, a year or so. And I'm looking at these trimmer racks on their website and like, I really would like to try one of these Jungle Gym trimmer racks on my open trailer. I use this for like landscaping and a lot of stuff, but sometimes I need to use it for lawn care. So I want to have trimmer rack here. And my dad has the Jungle Gym stuff on his zero turn. He has one of those things that holds the weed eater. And then he also has on the other side of his zero turn on the roll bar, the thing that holds the blower from Jungle Gyms as well. So I emailed her, I said, hey, it's a long time since I talked to him. I was like, slim chance, like, hey, you said you wanted to let me try out something else. I said, what about a trimmer rack? Because I need to put a couple trimmer racks on here anyway. They're like, done. 3 days, they had it sitting here at my house. So they did send this to me just for me to check it out. So, but it's super awesome because I was thinking about buying it anyway. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming up for this video. So I'm actually gonna remove this wood. I want it there, but I'm gonna remove it and then put the racks and then cut it, and you know what I mean? Like have the racks and have it like in between the racks. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's remove that wood. We'll open this up, see what it has. All right. Alright guys, so here's what comes with it. That is awesome. That's a little surprise. I'll show you that later. But it comes with your one where the trimmers are going to go on it. With this plate, it's going to be, this is a 2-place trimmer rack. And then this is your other part here. And from what it looks like in the instructions, you're going to put this first. Just put it, to kind of get it where you want it for your trimmer height. And according to what it has, so you want the openings in the opposite direction. So see how the opening is like that, and this opening is like that. So gives it more strength, and that way it's like a box. See, so both sides, you're good. So I'm gonna try to figure out how high I want them and put those bolts in, because that's gonna be our first steps here. All right, guys. So the next step is I went ahead and made up these 4 of these. You're gonna need 2 here and 2 on the other one. And so the sleeve, this pinch sleeve, this part, the sleeve that right here is going to go in between here. Then your washer on one side, and tighten it up. And it says in the instructions to use the screwdriver, stick the screwdriver through the hole to hold this sleeve on the end, while you put it through there and tighten it up. So it'll hold it for you so it won't fall out. So let's assemble this, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, a little tip here. A little tip, because I was trying to figure this out. I mean, I was like, man, even holding it with the screwdriver like this is ridiculous, because you can't hold it and then slide this other sleeve over it, because, you know, it cuts off your hole. Because if you were holding it with the other sleeve, when you try to put the sleeve on top, it doesn't work. So this is all you have to do. It's really easy. All you have to do is just set it on the ground or your workbench, whatever, sideways, just like this. That way, when you put the spacers in there, they'll just stay right there. They'll stay right there. You can just put the 2 bolts, you know, just with them hitting the floor, and then just hold them, put your nuts on. That's all there is to it. Confused me a little at first, but yeah, I think that's what we need. Now, next step is we're going to, I like to use a square, a building square, and just, you know, because the rail on your trailer is really straight, unless you had dropped a tree on it or bent it or something. But it's hard to tell on camera, but it looks like it curves on camera, but it's not. It's just the way the GoPro is. But this is really straight, and so I like to take my speed square right there, square it up. I'll show you what I mean. This is how you're gonna set your first one here. You got your speed square like this, and then you'll know.
Huh?
You know what I mean? If it's straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the plates, okay?
Okay. Then you'll know if it's straight. This can tell you. Just like that. Yeah. So you can know just like that if it's right or not. So I'm actually gonna go eat some dinner, and then we'll get back to the madness here. But we're gonna do that, and then once we drill the holes for this and get this set, we're gonna start. You know, I'm gonna make 2 little marks right here. I'm gonna grab my weed eater and hold it right here. So I'm gonna figure out kind of where I want the weed eater. I'm gonna make a couple marks because it's gonna go on my handle, like kind of right here, and then, you know, somewhere right in here. And then once you set your first pole with the square, so you know that it's perfect, and then when you do your second one, you're gonna measure of it. So like, let's say it's 38 3/4, whatever. Make sure the top of the 2 poles is 38. You know, like if you had them like, you know, once they're installed on the trailer, you know, the top of your poles 38, bottom 38, just so you make sure they're not tilted anywhere, make sure they're perfect, same. And actually I was just looking at this and I'm like, man, this is weird. Because I'm like, that's gonna hit, but I want it back here. So I'm actually gonna have to put this one possibly in the wheel well right here. I'm trying to figure that out now, but I could probably do it if I put the head of the bolt right here, like not the extra slack. I don't want it sticking out here because the tire, but maybe if I put it so the slack side was sticking in the trailer, I could just hook it on right here. I don't see why that would be a problem. You see, that's kind of where I'm gonna need it, because I want to leave this all like this for hauling a bunch of debris. So this is kind of how I want it to be. So I'm gonna go eat some dinner and we'll come back. Alright guys, so right here and down there, I set my trimmer up there, made a couple marks with the marker, and then you know, then I'm gonna start with a small hole and go to a little bit bigger hole. I'm gonna do the top hole first. Do the top bolt first, because then you can move the trimmer rack back and forth before you set the bottom one. So I would always do this top one first. So anyway, and then on these, I love how they made this to where it's slotted inside there. So that way, it'll be like this. When you mount it up, it'll, wherever, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect in the hole on here. You know what I mean? Like wherever the hole is on the trailer, you can go up and down. So let's get holes drilled for this, and we're gonna have to drill one down the bottom too. But we're gonna have to be really careful because we're working around our tire down there. But it's gonna work just fine. We're gonna drill this top one, and then I'm gonna do like I told you. I'm gonna square it up here. Hold that just like that. Yeah, I'm gonna square it up, you know, like this, get it all straight, and then drill the bottom one, and then put the bolts in. So let's time lapse it, and we'll get back after that. And guys, I take the tire off in a minute. You end up having to take it off just because it's hard to work around. Oh man, right here, I was going bigger, smaller, and a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And I do wear my safety glasses while I'm drilling. And make sure river steps back when I'm doing that initial hole, because you don't want those little shavings flying. Especially when you're starting that first hole, there's like shavings, you know. It's a part of it. And another thing, when you measure the tops of the trimmer racks, you see you got to accommodate for that little sleeve on the bottom. So at the bottom of the trimmer racks, when you're measuring in between them, I would measure at the bottom just above where that sleeve is inside it, because, you know, because that's going to, you know, because if you measure at the sleeve on the bottoms and then not the sleeve at the top, it won't be the same, because as you see, the sleeve adds just a little bit to both of them on the bottom. So that is something I did. I just forgot to mention it, you know, on the video part. So I would measure, you know, like go up, you know, go up right above that sleeve when you're measuring between the poles at the bottom. So that's just a little thing. And I end up having to take the tire off, and that stuff. The tire's not really close at all to that little wheel well. I mean, you got plenty of room in there, but still I had to take it off in order to work it properly, which, you know, it's no problem, just took some extra time. Oh, but here's what the thing that was a big bummer. As you see that piece right there that River just picked up, I broke my big drill bit, like right off the bat, the right size that I needed. I broke it right away, and that sucks. So we had to like wallow it out and make it work with the smaller one. And man, these things, even with my 450-pound impact, that I had to put some PB Blaster on those threads, because man, I mean, I just put those tires on there maybe 1 or 2 years ago, but you know, sitting in the rain and everything, they were rusted up, you know, those threads, and it took them off, but they were like smoking, you know, as it was taking them off. So an impact wrench is a really good thing to have. I have a rigid one. Wasn't too expensive, and it's a 1/2-inch drive, 450 pounds of torque, and so it's a beast. And so I would, any of you guys in the lawn care business, the impact wrench is a really good thing to have, as well as this little Milwaukee ratchet also is extremely helpful for working on mowers or doing anything. I love it. I love it. And I had to take off the sleeve to, you know, to get at that head of that bolt, as you can see. And it's a, you know, you use the screwdriver to kind of hold the things, you see, just like I did. All right, boys. So we're more than halfway home, because this is the hard one because it's in the wheel well. So we got a nice bolt. Thankfully, I had a bolt that was the same size, but it's just a little shorter. Actually, it's the exact same one that comes with it. I'm just an idiot and got the same, it's the exact same. It already comes with a short bolt for that little spot anyway, which is awesome, because as you can see, the way the pipe is it goes in, so you only need a short one right there on that specific pole anyway. So, but I would recommend building this first, just like I did, because that's the only way you're going to tell if it's, you know, curved straight up. If you just use that little small piece, you might be off. So you want to go ahead and assemble it just like they tell you, just like I did. And then, but you're just gonna have to take it off again right here to hold this other end of this bolt, just to tighten it up. And then once you do that, you put it, and then you hold this bottom one, hold your little spacer in there, in this slot, the screwdriver, and put your top bolt in first, just to make sure your holes are lined up. Then pull your spacer up, then put the bottom one in, then take the top one back out, put the spacer in the top one, then you're good to go. All right, so this is basically 100% installed. Need to put my wheel back on and stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we just gotta, this side should be easier because we don't have to deal with the wheel well and all that mess. Although, my perfect drill bit, as y'all seen, perfect drill bit, I broke it. I was getting too aggressive with it. It's a Milwaukee drill bit too. It's a nice drill bit, but my bad on that, man. So then it sucks because you kind of, so we're having to just wallow out the holes with a smaller one, which is, it works okay. You just got to try to get it as, try to keep it as precise as possible, and we'll make it work. So yeah, all right, put the wheel back on, do the other side. All right, guys, it's done. Yeah, River helped me with the trim rack. Whoo, sweating. Man, so we got it done. It looks awesome, works awesome. It's late at night time now, but got our light on it. So I still need to take these inserts out, you know, to give this the final tighten. I need to take this off and do the, you know, do the final tighten on this. And then this bolt, I actually want to turn that around. See what I mean? I don't want the I don't want that sticking in there. I want that sticking out here. So I'm gonna flip that bolt around. I'll move those inserts, but man, that's about it. Like, it's done. It looks super awesome. And man, we gotta get River to bed, and we gotta, you know, all that. But man, it looks great. So I'll be able to put my trimmers on there, whatever. And man, I love the product so far. Obviously, I'll be updating you guys on how it is, you know, after I use it a bit. But man, the Jungle Gym, what a great company, you know. I'm not a famous YouTuber or anything like that, but they've been awesome to work with. You know, I've seen it at the GIE. Jungle Gym is who I think of. They're like the original, in my, you know, doing this my whole life, the original kind of trailer accessories company. When I think of trailer accessories, they're kind of the original to me. It's cool. They have all the systems that you can put on the trailer, like all the system toolbox across with the trimmer and the water cooler and all that. I would show y'all, but I don't know if you can see me good with this light. But yeah, what an awesome company, Jungle Gym. So I would highly recommend these. They seem extremely heavy duty built and all those things. So I love them. I love them. Like I said, I gotta do those few little tweaks and that'll be it. But yeah, I'll have many review videos about it coming, obviously. So y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching my videos. Me and my River, we're gonna get this cleaned up. Man, it's a mess. See, I got just tools and stuff everywhere. And I need to get this pulled out so I can close my garage. Guys, check this out. One last thing that I forgot to show you guys is this trimmer line holder. It's totally an awesome part that it comes with this rack. As you can see, it's real simple. It's just got a bolt right here, and you tighten that up, and then it comes with a pin to put it. Comes with the big washers and the pin to put your trimmer line wherever you want. You know, if you wanted it like deep, or you know, depending on what, you know, if you have 5 pound or 3 pound or whatever. But man, I feel like that's such an awesome bonus item that comes with this. I mean, it's amazing. You could run it without it or with it, just up to you. But I think that is amazing. My spool, I don't have my spool. It's out in my other trailer right now. But I'll, you know, all this will be shown in more videos to come. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's so awesome. It comes with a spring to keep tension on your trimmer line, and then, you know, all your necessary big washers, small washers, your clip here. I mean, totally awesome. So, Jungle Jim, good stuff. Good stuff. All right.